By definition, an accident is an event that happens unintentionally but results in injury or damage. What if that accident could have been prevented? Could someone cover your medical bills? Who does that? So here with the answers is Colorado's best attorney, Phil Harding from Harding and Associates. We've been seeing your dance moves all hour. You're a really good dancer for being a lawyer.
Well, you know, you were talking about accidents. I know our viewers love to call me and talk to me, but I have to tell you, and we were talking about this before, whole building downtown, our phone lines got cut, so they got cut. If you need me, leave a voice message. We'll call. It's supposed to be up in the next hour or so. But anyway, let's talk about this.
Let's move on to what you're talking about.
We are talking about today Premise Liability Act. They used to be called slip and fall cases, but Colorado has adopted some laws that it's now called the Premise Liability Act. Everyone calls it the PLA. Now, in the PLA, there are 3 different types of individuals that are on the property of another. And let's look at this. Let's talk about this. So the first one is a trespasser. And what the trespasser is, we all know what the trespasser is. And a licensee is what you are to a landlord if you rent an apartment and are injured in your apartment. Here, the landlord has to make safe dangerous conditions that the landlord knew about. Now, the most common injury under the PLA is when you are an invitee. You're an invitee when you are at a store, the property of another. So here, the property owner needs to make safe any dangerous condition that they either knew about or should have known about.
So when you're injured, let's say on somebody else's property, who pays for the medical bills?
Yeah, well, that's a great question. The owner of the property, when you're injured, may have something that's known as no fault or med pay. And we always talk about this on cars, but it's also on property as well. In the PLA arena, the med pay is from the insurance of the landowner or the shop owner. Now, this med pay will pay for the first $5,000 or $10,000 no matter who's at fault. Although, if you have health insurance, we talk about this all the time, you want to use your health insurance first and then use this med pay to pay your deductibles or out-of-pocket expenses.
So why do I want to do that? Why do I want to use my insurance first?
Your health insurance.
My health insurance.
You know, we go over this and it's really complicated, but because your health insurance gets you certain discounts when you're treated, MedPay many a times doesn't get those discounts. And here's a graphic. Let's go over it. Let's talk about it. This is an EOB. Let's look at this billing for a surgery at Swedish. If you look in the upper middle, you'll see the words explanation of benefits. Everyone calls it by its acronym, EOB. In this case, if you had health insurance, the billing from Swedish, and remember, this is an actual bill, was $29,000. Your health insurance company reduces this billing by almost $21,000. Wow. Now, you got this discount rate because you have health insurance. So if you would have signed a release, the other side's insurance company, remember the insurance company for where you got injured, would have seen this $21,000 reduction, and then they would say, you got that reduction, we want that reduction as well.
So why don't they get the reduction?
All right, and look, it's complicated, but when you settle, here's an important thing to know. The other side's insurance company is going to be paying back, or they're not going to be paying back, the years and years and years of health insurance premiums that you've paid to get this discount. So I want to give a really easy example, and here's the simple example. Let's say you call the hotel for a weekend, and you're like, I want to stay there this weekend, and they go, hey, it's $150 a night, and you say, you know what, I've been paying years and years for the AAA card. How much is it now? And they say it's $99. Now, you got that discount because you've been paying for the AAA card. You got the discount on the EOB because you've been paying health insurance premiums. Now, the other side, you only want to show them the billed amount, not the paid amount. Because if you only show them the billed amount, you would have gotten like $29,000 on that one claim. But if you signed a release for the other side, they would have seen your EOBs and they would have only paid you right there that $8,500. That's a difference of over $20,000 just because you signed a release or sent something that you shouldn't have.
So do you have to pay back your health insurance?
Yeah. We could go over this, and we've got the smartest viewers here. But yeah, it's called subrogation.
Oh, there it is.
There it is, subrogation.
Every time you bring it up, I'm like, how do I apply it to this situation? How does this one apply?
Right, well, subrogation, you know, we go over that, and this is what it means. The insurance company, your health insurance company, has paid for treatment, and they want their money back if you collect money on that. In this situation, you would have to pay back $8,500, but let me give you another tip to help you out. If you hired an attorney, you get under Colorado's make whole law, when you have to pay back your health insurance, they have to reduce the amount that they want by your attorney's fees. So if you hired an attorney on a contingency fee, let's say a third, then they have to reduce this $8,500 by a third. So really, you don't have to pay back $8,500. You only have to pay back whatever a third of $8,500. It's like $5,500 or $5,700. And remember, you're getting $29,000 just for this one bill, and you may only have to pay back $5,500. So I mean, look at the spread on that, and that's only one individual billing. Think of all of them.
Complicated but good stuff. That's why you need to call Phil Harding. So if you have a question for Phil Harding, go to kwgn.com, click on Colorado's Best, and you're going to see Phil Harding's photo on the right. Just click right there and send in your questions, and he'll answer each question personally and confidentially. And to reach Harding & Associates directly, call 303-762-9500. You can also get a free consultation anytime, and you can find him online at hlaw.org. Remember, if you have any troubles getting through on the phone today, just be patient. They'll have that up and running soon.
Leave a message. We'll call you right back.
Leave a message, yeah. Coming up on Colorado's Best, the best foods for pregnancy, what you should be eating, and